As here on the ChannelOne newsroom. Now, authorities at the Elubo Government Hospital say the refusal of the health professionals to take up postings to the hospital has rendered key units and equipment underutilized. The medical superintendent of the 65-bed capacity hospital, Dr. Zakaria Musa, who made the complaint to the Western Regional Minister, adds that although the facility is new with modern equipment and attracts patients from Ivory Coast, from Côte d'Ivoire, beg your pardon, the lack of personnel is affecting its operation. The Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, responding to the complaints during a tour of the hospital, questioned why the Ghana Health Service continues to keep and pay personnel who refuse transfers to where their services are most needed. ChannelOne News' Western Bureau Chief Akwasi Ejeanim has details from Elubo.
Elubo, being the largest town on Ghana's western border with Ivory Coast, has a large population of residents, travelers, customs and immigration personnel. To address their health needs, this 65-bed capacity Elubo Government Hospital was commissioned in 2023 with modern equipment. The facility attracts Ivorian patients from across the border. However, briefing the Western Regional Minister on the hospital's operations, the medical superintendent of the facility and the administrator both said although it has space for 120 personnel, refusal of health professionals to take up postings at the hospital is affecting its operations, a situation they partly blamed on accommodation problems at the hospital.
Initially, about 30 staff were posted to us, but for some reason we cannot explain. As soon as they hear Elubo, they all stay back. But notwithstanding, our staff number is so small. And the way things happened, I had to work 24 hours. And the next manager, she has to work 24 hours because in a new facility. And the Ivorians were trooping in, and they would just, anytime, midnight, once they heard about the facility, people were just coming.
Some of the functional units, we recently opened the theater. Some of them remain closed. You see, most of the machines there are state-of-the-art machines that will need trained personnel to be able to use them. And these people are not accepting postings to this place because of the accommodation challenges.
The Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, who was disappointed about the refusal of health personnel to Elubo, expressed concern over why the Ghana Health Service continues to pay such personnel.
It beats my mind why anybody in that sector is transferred to a facility and says that I want to go, and the person remains in the system, continues to take salary, and I don't get it. You have overstaffing in some places, and then you go to another place, we don't have staff. Those who have the responsibility to, take decisions about these persons, what are they doing?
Meanwhile, immigration officials also briefing the minister on border operations complained about how trucks carrying chemicals for mining explosives have to park dangerously in the Elubo town while being processed due to lack of parking places for them.
Côte d'Ivoire, they import a lot of explosives for mining purposes through our ports. And whenever they get here, explosives are very technical to handle. So when they get here, the documents have to be scrutinized very well and checked, and it takes a bit longer time than normal clearance. And all this while, the cars containing the explosives would have to be necessarily parked in town, sometimes among the vehicles that are lined up to cross the border. And we think it's a very, very, very big danger that we are running.
The Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, in response, called on the Elubo District Chief Executive to ensure proper parking for such trucks carrying explosive chemicals.
The one we had at our PAT, just one truck, and we all know of the effect. And so I think that this is a danger that we must avert. And usually with us, it's firefighting. We wait till we know the danger, but we wait till something happens and then we start running around, to solve it. So once this one has been flagged as something we need to deal with because of how dangerous these chemicals are.